So Causy's quite loose, Russell's very precise, Matt Bolton's very precise. Peter Gilchrist somewhere in between, he's more creative, so he can handle a range of situations perhaps better than other people can. And Sourav's a little bit more at the precision end. Tighter than Causey, but perhaps not as creative as Gilchrist. Gone a bit close to the cushion. Soft in off, leave the long pot, bounce off the cushion, come up, leave a cannon. Just like so. Such an easy game. So cannon from behind here. So it has to get up quite high now. So play this white very full to just nudge the red. Such beautiful, delicate control. So I've got the high angle again. Looks like a recovery cannon. Or I do like Rob Hall's phrase, the reload cannon. That white ball is effectively just travelling down, up and down a line adjacent to the red spot. And the line that it travels up and down, according to, don't drop, ooh. According to Murdo Donoghue, he called it the Lindrum line. So he nudges it down for one or two shots and then nudges it back up. So this is precision top of the table that we're looking at here. He's not letting that white ball get out of control at all. It's not getting very far to the top, towards the top cushion before he's nudging it back up. Little nudge down. So direct cannon here. He's not letting it get very far away at all before he's knocking it back up. You'd like red closer to the pocket. That last position was a classic position where, when it's required, he'll use that to cross the balk line. So play the recovery cannon, come up from behind and leave quite a steep angle on the red so that he can get around the table off 4 or 5 cushions. Ideally back to where he started. So another recovery cannon. This is beautiful control top of the table we're watching here. 76. Knocked it off that line now a little bit. 176 points. He wished he'd played that shot a little while ago. sorry, a little later. 2 shots later, he would have been needed it to cross the balk line. Some of the players will also cross the balk line with a middle pocket pot. It's possible to do that. Of course, you need to be on the spot end side to do it. Pot the red in the middle and travel around the table that way. But Sourav's quite confident that he will get another opportunity between 182 and 200 points to cross the balk line. Is it here? He's thinking about it. Looks around the table. Make sure Dinesh hasn't moved from his seat. Good, he's still there. Now we go around the table. Come up a bit low on that one. It's recoverable. So now plays a recovery cannon back the other way. A bit further away than he would be ideally, but not a disaster. Ooh, very precise there. Actually used the check side to turn it off the cushion, hit the far side of the white ball and knock it back towards the spot. Playing beautifully here. So you can see he's playing a very, very high percentage of recovery shots compared to direct cannons, and this is what good control looks like. Again, hits the outside of that white ball to push it back towards the spot. This is a real treat we're watching here for the Billiards Tragics. And moving fast too, moving very fast. Has that gone wrong? Little Massey shot here. This is not easy from here. I mean, it's easy to score. He could bash them and score. But the question is, how can you control it? So that's gone fairly horribly wrong now. Same thing happens in snooker. You gradually lose position until it's very difficult. So cannon here off the cushion.
19.
Still hard. The score is very obvious, but the positional outcome is chancy. Needs a good shot and a bit of good fortune. Looks like he's got the pace pretty good here.
121.
So that's good. Well done. Two red pots. Red goes onto the spot. And that clears the way for Sourav to play in off the white. Put the balls back in the middle. And let's see how he does it this time. How he herds the balls back to the top of the table. Got a lot of shot choices here. So you can actually aim now to get that white ball behind the spot if he's got the angle for it. Although I don't think he's trying that. I think he's going to try and leave drop cannon position.
38.
Yes, has played for and achieved drop cannon position.
440.
So White's near the spot now, not in prime position behind the spot, but near enough that he can do a little bit more shepherding.
43. 45.
Less than perfect. Two cushion cannon. No, one cushion cannon with stun and side. But in doing so has had a bit of a mad thrash at them and they haven't come right.
Sourav, 230.
Ah, says Dinesh, finally out of the chair. Made the score, but really trusted to luck as to what the outcome was.
Dinesh, 2.
Well, just didn't make it.
Three.
Like the best snooker players, it would be very rare to see these guys miss a pot off the spot.
8. 10.
For those of you who may not be
12.
used to watching competitive billiards on TV, it can be a complete mystery, and we understand that. So we would like to commend to you a video that we produced that accompanies this series of videos, and it's called How to Play Billiards. You can search for it on YouTube, or if I'm really clever, I might even be able to ask Dan to post a link to that in the comments here. So if you've got no idea what the hell's going on here, we'd like to help you, because sometimes we have no idea what the hell's going on here either.
18.
Don't know why Dinesh chose to play left-hand side on that. If anything, he actually needed right-hand side. Just a tap of the white to promote it into in-off position. What's interesting here is that the leading players are not going easy on the lesser lights. Often they'll relax during these round robin matches where they're playing lesser opponents. It's just an opportunity for practice and a bit of a hit out, but in every case here the top players have been going at full tilt from the outset. Whether that's the high brag prize or the fact that they feel they need to run down David Corsia, who scores very quickly. Positions after this round robin stage for the leading players will typically be determined by points. They will have typically won all of their pool matches, and then it's a question of who's leading by the most and how heavily they've punished their opponents. And in this quality field, it's critical to get a high seeding so that you don't run into one of the other players that could eliminate you from the final 16 onwards. I was talking to Mike Russell and he said there are just no soft matches here by the time we get to the knockout stage. I'm expecting big things from the players from Myanmar, although they haven't played any WBL tournaments before and are effectively unranked in the eyes of the WBL. They've been very successful playing IBSF tournaments and have a number of Asian Games medalists and SEA Games medalists in their ranks, and have recorded some astonishing victories against some of the best seeds in the WBL, including Peter Gilchrist and others, Pankaj Advani. So you might not know their names, but you will before the end of this tournament. Keep an eye out for them, they're fantastic. Included in their ranks are Nay Thwei U, Chit Ko Ko, the elder statesman of Myanmar, Pok Sa, and Tway Neng U.
53. 56. 58. 61. 63. 69. 71. 74. 56.
The staff here at the RACV club have been fantastic. They've been looking after us incredibly well. Won't surprise you to know that the bar staff have been kept busy. At this stage in the tournament, most players are only playing one match a day, so that gives plenty of time to look around the beautiful city of Melbourne or share a drink with friends. Balkline crossing. That one's come out nicely. So to make 1,000 break, somebody is going to have to complete that shot successfully 10 times. And that's never been done before.
96.
So Dan has posted the link to how to play billiards in the top chat section of your YouTube feed. So if you're perplexed, bewildered, confused, bedazzled, any or all of those things, watch the video afterwards.
6.
The stars of the video are Robbie Foldvari and Steve Mifsud. Robbie's 3 times world champion, and Steve Mifsud is innumerable times Victorian champion and a couple of times Australian champion.
12.
Dan, our producer, asks, can Sourav make 40 in 3 minutes? It's theoretically possible. He's got him tied at top, so I'm going to bet yes here, Dan. That's my money.
19.
If we've got the streaming clock synchronised to the match clock, have there been any breaks? Should be pretty close. Okay, so we think we've got 2 minutes 29 left. Sourav's moving pretty fast. I'm going to bet he finishes at 1,006. How's that, Dan? Do you have a bid on that? 999. He's saying he's not going to make it. He misses at 999. Okay, well, there's no pressure. He doesn't know what the score is. He only knows what his break is because that's all they're calling out to him. So he's not aware of the odometer.
37.
Minute 40 to go. Still got them relatively tight. Might just roll up and tap this to create postman's knock. Hell no. Gives it a healthy thwack and brings it up close to the spot. Trickier than it looks, this little one. Has to rest on the white without creating a cover. Good angle on the red.
53.
Okay, so according to Dan Lynch, our expert in the wings, he's saying that he fouls now. So 999. If he pots this, Dan's out of the money. Dan's out of the money. And he's going faster than I've anticipated too. I said 1,006, so I'm out of the money in one more shot as well. Well done, Sourav. Dinesh has gone from the chair. We don't know where Dinesh is. He's disappeared. Towel between his legs. Sourav looks across. Where the hell's Dinesh?
171.
All right. Okay. He's prepared for his next venture, which is shaking hands.
Time.
And time. So Dinesh is all smiles. Well, who could blame him? Who could blame him? That's your entry fee gives you a free lesson with the world champions. It's fantastic. And Dinesh is all smiles. He's had a great time. I mean, it's amongst billiards players, it's often a different and sometimes strange attitude where you just got nothing but admiration for these leading lights in the game. And of course you're trying to win, but realistically, the gulf between the best players and the rest of the field is so large that you can just sit back in admiration and enjoy it at a different level. Well done, Sourav. And we will talk again. Thank you so much for watching. And as I say, if you have no idea what you've just been watching, please have a look at the video because we spent a lot of time working on that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you again shortly. Cheers.
exact evidence.